Good evening and welcome to Rotary International's virtual fundraiser, a celebration in the cloud. We've got a goal tonight of $40,000 that we're going to raise, and in the next hour or so, you're going to hear a whole lot about why you need to donate. I want to say hello to you tonight. I'm Cindy Mae Johnson at Mountaintop Media. I'm your co-host, and my co-host is
Lyle Hanna, and I am delighted to be here too. What an honor to be representing Rotary. I've been a Rotarian since 1992, so almost 30 years. And what a blast. I'm a Paul Harris Fellow several times over, and I've done a lot to support our international programs. I've hosted students from Brazil and a couple from Italy, and my son was fortunate enough to be an international Rotary scholar. So what a great time. We are looking forward to sharing more and more with you about Rotary. A lot of you know it already, but I think you're going to get a kick out of seeing stuff from your club and from other clubs and Rotary around the world. So let's get started. You know what? We're going to kick it off by introducing the district governor, James Glass. And James Glass is from right here in Pikeville, where we're broadcasting from. And he has done a super job in helping us pull this program together. He's the vice president for Pikeville Medical Center and involved in all kinds of important things in the community. But let's take a listen to James Glass.
Cindy, Lyle, we can't thank you enough for hosting this event and being a very important part of District 6740's first virtual Rotary Foundation fundraiser. I also want to thank the Foundation Committee for its tireless effort to put all of this together. As you know, it's tradition for us to gather each year and to enjoy a Rotary Foundation dinner to raise funds for the foundation and to celebrate its accomplishments. But then came the 2020 pandemic. Every single one of us have been affected in some way or another. At home, at church, with our families, at work, with our friends, and yes, Rotary. But throughout this year, Rotarians did what they did best. When faced with adversity and challenge, they came up with solutions. At the start of the pandemic, your district supplied over 7,000 face masks for clubs to give out to their communities. I cannot tell you the number of clubs throughout our district that came to the aid of their communities when they were needed the most. Everything from providing supplies for their local food shelters and pantries to providing hundreds of lunches for those out of work or needing just a little extra help. From providing the elderly and shut-ins with their daily needs, to giving over 400 nursing home residents Christmas gifts such as robes, slippers, personal care items, and even a simple off-key Christmas carol through the nursing home window. Yes, that's what Rotarians do. When you see a need, you take action. Tonight, we are here to support the Rotary Foundation. Your gift to the Rotary Foundation helps clubs take action to create positive change in their communities and around the world. Your contributions helps us strengthen peace efforts, provide clean water and sanitation, support education, grow local economies, and save mothers and children and fight disease. In 2019, our District 6740 partnered with District 4170 and the Rotary Foundation to develop a clean water sanitation global grant worth over $165,000. This grant installed 25 septic systems and supplying water for hundreds of residents in Clay County, Kentucky, one of our poorest counties in the nation. One older couple was literally stepping into raw sewage from the front porch steps. Another gentleman who recently gained custody of his grandchildren was hand digging his own makeshift septic system using a barrel for raw sewage collection. You see the impact Rotarians make not only here, but throughout the world. If you've already given to the Rotary Foundation, thank you. If you're considering giving or increasing your giving, please know that your contribution will be used to its maximum potential and will affect people in ways you cannot imagine. Thank you for your support, and may God bless.
Thank you so much, James. He's a dear friend of mine and one of the people that I met, I think, originally in my involvement with Rotary. I didn't get a chance to say earlier, and I really wanted to, that I am a former Rotarian. I love the Rotary Club and what they do. And my experience with Rotary goes back to my childhood when I used to accompany my father to Rotary Pancake Days, where we ate all the pancakes we could eat for $5. And that was a really long time ago. But Lyle, it's wonderful to hear people like James launching, kind of being our first guest to talk about why you need to give.
Absolutely. And we have a host of people to hear from. But before we move to our next group, I want to say something about other people that have really done a lot to help us pull this special program together. And there are a lot of stakeholders from Pike TV who are behind us on this. Many of you know Governor Paul Patton. He's one of those people. The city manager, Philip Ellswick, has been a big help. UPike president, Dr. Burton Webb. How about that? And Pikeville Medical Center CEO, Donovan Blackburn. And then, of course, the Pike County Judge Executive, Ray Jones. So a lot of help from important people in this community to make this happen. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I think everyone's going to be very pleased with what they see tonight. We've got entertainment, we've got education, and of course, we're going to keep encouraging you to donate. But the people behind the cameras who've helped make all that happen, I want to say a thank you to Aaron Asbury and David Chapman at Pike TV. A thank you to Jean Clark for coordinating all of this.
Yes, indeed.
And to Celeste Herbert, the Major Gifts Coordinator for Rotary International.
Oh, and speaking of major gifts, we already have some gifts, don't we?
This is super exciting
Okay.
because I started out saying we're going to raise $40,000. That's our goal.
Okay.
We may exceed that goal, right?
I'm hoping.
But here's the good news.
Okay.
A lot of Rotarians did a lot of work behind the scenes before we got started, and we are starting out tonight with $30,000 in the bank. Isn't this wonderful?
Woo!
$30,000 already. So all of you who are watching right now, we just need you to pitch in so we can hit that $40,000 goal and go over it, hopefully.
That sounds great to me.
Now, you said, because you told me this last night, you donated online and it was really easy. Tell me how that went.
That's right. You know what? So the Rotary Foundation has a website, and it's so easy. You just go in and put your name in, and I've been there before, so it just popped right up, knew who I was, easy as pie. Put your email address in, and then you can click, and you can send them a check, or you can do a credit card right there online. I found that really easy.
And
I got
fast.
a easy, fast, and I got a confirmation immediately.
And
they know what club I'm in, so it tracks my club and all that stuff. So.
And even if you're not a Rotarian, I know there are many people joining us tonight who maybe are former members or you just haven't joined Rotary, haven't been brought into a club. We still need your donations because this helps people in your community. So however you're watching, we have people watching on Facebook, on the websites, lots of different ways. There is a link right there where you're watching, and all you got to do is click it.
That's it. Simple as pie. So,
Click it and help us.
You know, Rotary celebrates giving, and for over 110 years, Rotary's been building bridges for culture, connecting continents, and really fighting all kinds of things that hurt us, that draw us back, like fighting literacy and fighting poverty, and promoting clean water, and sanitation, and education, fighting diseases. We're going to be talking about all those things tonight and sharing with you the kind of progress we're making, and that's what your donations really help us reach out and help with. So let's look at this next video and see what we have to say.
You know, one of the things that makes Rotary so special, these are individuals in local communities, and they're all over the world. And it's people all over the world coming together to help other people. And it just blows me away what a wonderful organization this is and the great work that's done. And while you're watching this right now, if you're feeling as moved as I am, click on that link, please, and donate. Right now, our next guest is somebody I'm very eager to introduce to you. He was Rotary International President in 2016 and 17, a legendary fundraiser. John led Rotary's $200 million challenge, an effort sparked by a challenge grant from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. He has served as the Rotary Foundation Vice Chair and Trustee. His contributions to the fight to eradicate polio led to his selection as one of the 12 U.S. Rotarians honored at the White House in 2012 as a champion of change. Beginning this July 1st, he will be chairman of the Rotary International Trustees. Ladies and gentlemen, I present John Germ.
It's my pleasure to join you virtually for a celebration in the cloud. When I think about Rotary and all the great work Rotarians accomplish in their service projects, both locally and globally, it seems to me that Rotary is like a person with arms and a head and, of course, a heart. To me, that heart is the Rotary Foundation. It sends the lifeblood throughout our organization. Its constant beat is what powers Rotarians to achieve the very best in humanitarian service. Teamwork is essential if we are to be successful. The world needs Rotary now more than ever. It needs our courage, our optimism, and our idealism. It needs the voice of tolerance, cooperation, and hope that we can offer. It needs the example of an organization that has proven that the citizens of all countries can work together successfully and in friendship. Your contributions to our foundation have helped provide kidney transplants to 64 impoverished patients, trained transplant doctors, and organized outreach campaigns in Mexico. Provide a centrally located water kiosk and septic system, the provision of access to clean water and sanitation to around 35 households in Clay County, Kentucky, USA. And through your contributions to the Polio Plus campaign, helped us reach 440 million children with 940 million doses of vaccine. The challenges of bringing peace and understanding to a world full of conflict, ensuring clean water, reliable sources of food, literacy education, polio vaccination, and access to basic health care the world's poor are tremendous. But Rotarians, you, working through our Rotary Foundation, Rotary is making the world better, one village, one school, one child at a time. The Rotary Foundation, the heart of Rotary, provides endless opportunities for Rotarians to do good in the world, to provide service above self, to make the world a better place for future generations. Every Rotarian every year contributes something. The needs are there. It's not about the money. It's about what that money can do. So thank you for your continued support of our Rotary Foundation. Enjoy the celebration. And thank you for what you have done to improve lives around the world.
Hey, Cindy, we're tracking the money that's coming in. I understand we've gotten a few more contributions. How are we doing now?
I'm so excited. I don't know if it was James Glass or Mr. Germ, but somebody has got the crowd really up because we just added another $1,000. We are at $31,000 right now.
All right, that's great to know. And thank you, John Germ, for your input today. We appreciate it. And you know what? We're going to spend a little time talking about some of these programs that are going on. All across our district, Rotary clubs each year analyze their communities. They say, what can we do? How can we make it better? Where's the biggest area of need? And many of these projects are funded through the grants that are paid for by the money we're raising tonight. So the money we get today is going to come back into our communities next year and years to come. So it's a lot of fun. Let's see what Rotaries have to say about what's going on in their communities.
You know, that was a great overview of projects in this region. We have, what is it, 31
About
clubs?
31 clubs.
And out of 31 clubs, they couldn't get them all, I'm sure, in one video, but wow, what a
But
great representation.
Almost everyone's on there. That's pretty
fantastic.
cool. Yeah, they're all doing great things.
And you know, if you weren't moved watching that to want to donate, I don't know what we have to do. So we're going to try to entertain you. That's our next goal. Let's entertain people, because no fundraiser in Kentucky can be complete without some traditional music. So we're going to have musicians from the Kentucky School of Bluegrass and Traditional Music at Hazard Community and Technical College. They have generously offered to play for us. So here's Bobby Osborne, Scott Napier, Lauren Price, and Natalie Tomlinson, Blowing in the Wind.
Now, wasn't that fun? And you know they did that during COVID.
Absolutely.
Because they were all in their own homes.
Oh, it was great.
I don't know. Somebody has to be really. Go ahead.
We need to be in one of those things right now.
Yeah.
It amazes me that musicians can do that, and then it comes together seamlessly. Isn't that nice?
And somebody pieces all that together.
Yeah.
Some hard work behind it. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. That was pretty cool. All right, I think we've got an update because some more money's coming. How are we doing?
Believe it or not,
Okay.
and maybe it was the kids playing the music, we're up another $1,000. So
All
yay,
right, so we're at
keep
32.
it coming.
Woo, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I want to say something to my buddies in Lexington because I'm part of the Lexington Club. It's the largest club in the district, and I know we've done a ton of fundraising recently, and I know you've already given, some of you have already given to this, but I hope you'll dig down deep and let's go for this and make this the biggest, most successful fundraiser we've had. Thank you for all you're doing. Hope you'll continue to give, and let's have a good time with it. You know, I need to do a big shout out right now to some of our biggest corporate sponsors, and that is Community Trust Bank has really stepped up in a big way and helped us get that first $30,000. Appalachian Regional Healthcare done the same kind of thing, and Fort Bank. So they've been a big help getting this thing rolling. Thank you to all of our donors. We've got to do some more appeals, though, don't we? We've got to raise some more money. So tell me what's next.
Well, I want to remind people that you're watching us right now, probably in the comfort of your home. You're kind of kicked back and things feel really good. But there are so many people right now who don't feel good, who don't have clean water, who maybe are still suffering from diseases that we've eradicated in the Western world. You can help make a difference by donating right now. However you're watching us, there is a link available, whether you're on Facebook or whether you're on the internet looking at the website. Just click the link or scan that code, either way, to make your donation. Now, every little bit helps. We're talking about thousands of dollars here. Our goal is $40,000, but every $5, $10, and $500 donation adds up. So we're going to just keep reminding you, you got to donate tonight. That's why we're here, and we have a short time to get this done. We're going to see just a little bit about Rotary in just a moment, but I do have to say one more thing. This is time sensitive, right?
Yes.
We have until June 30th to get all of these donations in so they count towards this year.
Right.
So don't fool around. Let's get her done.
You know what happens is this goes to Rotary International, and they end up adding to it and distributing it and helping clubs with grants. So let's get it rolling. We need this money back in our communities.
Keep in mind that a good deal of this money does come right back to the local community.
Absolutely.
Where we have all these local clubs they will get some of this money to help people locally.
That's right.
It's a big deal. So we're going to find out a little bit right now about how Rotary responds. Don't go anywhere and donate while you're watching, please.
For over 100 years, Rotary members have taken action when challenges arise. We know what people can do when they come together and put others before themselves.
The team lead said they will continue the campaign to fight against the coronavirus.
Local Rotary clubs deliver food and supplies to people in need.
Strangers become friends, helping hands multiply, and problems turn into solutions. We are Rotary. We are people of action. Learn more at rotary.org/action.
We've got another clip coming up on Rotary service clubs, what they're doing. So each year, Rotary clubs across our district assess what needs to be done in their community, and they say, we can help with this and we can help with this. They try to put together a budget, often out of their own money, but often by money they get from Rotary International. So I think I said earlier 31 clubs, but there are 36 clubs. We
Okay,
have
maybe that includes
36
Rotary
clubs,
Act.
and maybe so,
You
well,
think?
there are a lot. So,
Okay.
and a lot of these projects include books for children, weekend backpack programs, building wheelchair ramps for the elderly, or repairing playgrounds, and providing coats for kids. Boy, we've done that in Lexington for years, hundreds of coats for kids. Great project. And assistance for veterans and much, much more. So let's take a look at this clip and see some exciting things about these programs.
All you Rotarians in the heart of America, this song goes out to you, and I want to invite you to sing along with me. The truth is, my friend, fairness is when our work benefits everyone. Friendships will grow, people will know, serving others is our number one. We are the heart of America, planting loving seeds, helping those in need with a service heart. Right here in America, bringing hope and love at home and abroad. We are the heart, we are the heart of America. As leaders of today, let's find a better way. Serve mankind with all we have to give. Come along with me, build a legacy, make our world a better place to live. We are the heart of America, planting loving seeds, helping those in need with a service heart. Right here in America, bringing hope and love at home and abroad. We are the heart, we are the heart of America. Let's go, Rotary.
those individual clubs are what it's all about. But remember, you may be watching and you're not even a member of Rotary. So we would love to have you. And you called out your personal club. I want to say thank you to my friends who are watching all over the country in different places, I know, but right now, Terry Pugh, a very good friend of mine in Rotary, is watching. I know he's already donated. If he hasn't, he's going to.
Or you can donate again.
Well, I was going to say, we are not above calling people out, you
That's
know?
right.
But Terry, thank you for letting us know that you're watching. We appreciate that. And you know what? Anybody else out there that wants to message us, we'll actually take that and deal with it.
That's cool. I have a buddy in Maine named Kurt Kruger, and he's watching. And I think we could use a little Maine money in here.
I'll take Maine money all day long.
Absolutely.
Now, I do want to say that both individuals and clubs have donated. So here are some of the individual clubs that we know donated. Pikeville, the Lexington Rotary Club, the Lexington After Hours Club, Covington, Somerset Pulaski, Maysville, Pineville, Mount Sterling, Stanford, and London.
Wow.
And I'm sure other clubs have donated as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
So it's a great time for you. We're about at the halfway mark, okay? And when we've got a goal to raise, okay, we're trying to hit 40,000. We're telling you we're at the halfway mark, and we've been inching up 1,000 at a time. That's a little slow for me.
Me too. I'm hoping we get a little more in this next segment.
So people, what are you waiting on? Would you please go ahead and donate? We need you to do that to help other people. Now, a dear friend of mine is the 2021-22 District Foundation Chair. His name is Rakesh Sachdeva. I love him dearly. I know you will too, and I'd like for you to hear from him next.
Good evening, my fellow Rotarians and friends of Rotary. It gives me immense pleasure to talk to you about the good work being done by the Rotary Foundation. What started with a modest donation of $26.50 in 1917 has blossomed into the world's premier humanitarian foundation. The Rotary Foundation has given out in excess of $5 billion to date to the various humanitarian programs. Today, I'm talking to you about the local and global impact of our foundation through its various programs. Our clubs received over $34,000 last year from the district grants program to fund community service projects. As you all know, the Rotary Foundation supports large-scale sustainable grants in certain focus areas through the Global Grants Program. Last year, our district participated in the institution of clean water and sanitation facilities for over 2,000 children in rural India. This grant was valued at $94,200. It was one of the 1,359 such global grants with awards totaling $95.6 million. The Rotary Foundation, which has established 6 peace centers at leading universities, has sponsored more than 1,400 fellows from 110 countries. One of these fellows, Rochelle Arms, was a participant from our district. Today, we are in the midst of a global COVID-19 pandemic, which has claimed almost 3 million lives worldwide. While this is a global challenge, Rotarians and the Rotary Foundation are uniquely positioned to help the global fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. The Rotary Foundation has already granted in excess of $34 million in COVID-19 relief grants this year. Perhaps the most lasting legacy of the Rotary Foundation is going to be the global eradication of polio. This is a legacy that will live forever, and we as Rotarians are very proud to be a part of this legacy. Rotary, in conjunction with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the Global Polio Eradication Initiative, has immunized more than 2.5 billion children against polio across 122 countries. India became certified as polio-free in 2014 and the entire continent of Africa in 2020. The Rotary Foundation contributed in excess of $2 billion towards this effort. Our foundation continues to be a beacon of hope, and I want to thank all of you for your generous support. Thank you.
Well, Cindy, some more money's rolled in. We're at $33,000 now. We're making progress.
This feels good.
And you know what? Some of the other cities we need to mention that have given a lot of money, Augusta, Russell, London, and Mount Sterling have all given club donations. So that means their members have donated to the club, and the club's rolled it up. This is great.
And we got to keep it going.
Keep it going. And what about this next guest?
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you about him a little bit. You and I can both talk. But I also have to say thank you to Jerry Kinder of Pikeville. I just got a word that she is donating $500. She'll pay it online tonight.
Whoa,
Isn't that great?
Hey,
so we're really
Jerry.
at $33,500 right now.
Okay.
This is awesome, people. Keep it coming. But yes, we do have a next guest who is amazing.
And this is so cool. I'm a big Les Mis fan.
I know.
Eric Buckley lives right here in Pike County, but he's the first person in the world to perform both roles of Marius and Jean Valjean. Now, those two guys were not buddies during the play, you know, but what great roles they are. And he did it on Broadway, a Broadway production of Les Mis. So this is really serious. He has also had some other terrific performances with The Full Monty, The Phantom of the Opera, Kiss Me, Kate, and Grease. So this guy's a local hero.
He is.
He's a national hero.
But you know, I didn't know until tonight that he'd been in The Full Monty. I've got to find out. Did he go full Monty? I need to know.
No photos here, though, right?
No, we don't have anything.
Okay.
But he is currently the Director of Education and Outreach at the Appalachian Center for the Arts. So more entertainment for you tonight to help you be encouraged to donate, please. Here's my friend Eric Buckley with This Is the Moment from the Broadway musical Jekyll and Hyde.
This is the moment, this is the day when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play. It's here and now, today. This is the moment, this is the time when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of the dreaming, scheming, and screaming become one. This is the day. See it sparkle and shine when all I've lived for becomes mine. For all these years I faced the world alone, but now the time has come to prove to them I've made it on my own. This is the moment, my final test. Destiny beckoned, I never reckoned second best. I won't look down, I must not fall. This is the moment, the sweetest moment of them all. This is the moment, tell all the odds, this day or never, I live forever with the gods. As I look back, I will always recall, moment for moment, this is the moment, the greatest moment of them all.
Whoa, Eric Buckley, he needs a Standing O right here. Way to go,
Absolutely.
Eric. Thank you so much. The guy has some talent.
He's got pipes.
That's pretty cool. Wow.
I know you enjoyed it.
Yes.
And you said your wife is a big fan.
Oh, yes.
As well.
Absolutely.
Well, we are pretty blessed to have somebody like Eric and his wife, Robin Irwin, here at the Appalachian Center for the Arts.
We've seen them in London and Chicago and maybe Lexington.
Okay.
You know,
You really are
we
a big
spent
fan.
some time, yeah. It's
Well,
pretty
if
good.
you are a big fan, anybody out there watching, a big fan of Les Mis, that should have pushed you to donate, right?
That's what I'm hoping.
That's what
Yeah.
we're hoping. We need to see, you need to kind of light it up. And maybe you've already donated. Maybe you're sitting back saying, I've done my part. How can you ever really feel that you've done your part when the need is still so great? So again, whether you are a Rotarian or not, just click the link. It's very, very easy. Click that link and enter your information so that your donation can make a big difference. Now, Rotary means a lot of things. I mean, to me, it means pancakes, okay? Because I was raised going to Pancake Day. But it means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. So we want to hear from some individual Rotarians on what the club means to them.
I had a friend tell me once when I was early in Rotary that the foundation is us. When we can't go down the street to solve a problem, the foundation does. When we can't travel to India to participate in a polio vaccination day, the foundation does.
I've always heard if you want something done, give it to a Rotarian. And, you know, the Rotary Foundation is the powerful tool we have to accomplish that.
If you have a vision of a world that really gets along and works together and is meeting the needs of the people around the world, the Rotary Foundation is the greatest way to support that.
Addresses really, in a variety of ways, the needs in humanity all over the world.
Like it or not, money does good things. And so we need money to do things that we wouldn't normally be able to do ourselves.
It takes a fair amount of money to do good here. Whereas if you're talking about like our global project that we did in India, a little bit of money goes an awful long way.
The foundation people they don't see it when they give the money, but they do see it and don't realize it.
Whether we spend the money in our backyard or we spend the money across the world, it has the same effect. When we alleviate pain for some person, we're alleviating pain for our global society, and we're making the life better for everybody.
You'll see life differently. You plant a seed differently, and that's where I believe that the hope will come from, and the extension of life and a better future for someone.
And what the Rotary Foundation is able to do is to bring hope to those people who struggle every day.
Whatever I do give makes me a part of the scene in the world, in the state, in our region, in the country, and in the world.
I think it's the excitement that you see when you talk with clubs, when you go to visit, and they drive you around town and they show you the wheelchair ramp projects, what they've done in the community park, the equipment that's been provided for a food program. It's just an amazing, the pride that people have from their own efforts, but also the dollars that are matched from them.
And regionally, we've seen the grant money being used many ways in rebuilding after Hurricane Katrina and flooding in several states and fires that devastated Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg in Tennessee.
That if you really want to see the power of Rotary, look at it when something negative has happened in the world and look who shows up. It's always Rotarians.
You know, one at a time, these children would just, proudly march up and you hold them and administer that vaccine, the oral vaccine, and just when they looked at you, when they actually looked at you, they weren't just looking at us as Americans being there. They actually looked all the way down in your heart.
To think that is us and that they're immunized probably for life with just a few drops of those medicines.
You can watch the news and see the issues that some people face around the world because of disease, because of a lack of nutrition, a lack of clean water, unsanitary places to live. We all can do something, okay?
The idea that children die in this world every day without something as simple as potable water, what we take for granted each and every day, that should be an image enough for somebody to give $50, $100 a month or whatever fits in. But if we thought everyone that could contribute in whatever way they were comfortable, if enough people just made a little ripple in the pond, we can build enough wave to send fresh water to so many people. It's just pretty neat.
But I will tell you, as a retired school teacher on a fixed income, it really is important for me to know without a doubt where my money's going, and that it's going to be used the way I want it to be used.
Of course, and also there's a sense of pride of, you know, belonging to this organization and to just being a part of it and knowing that, you know, whatever little bit I contribute financially, other people are joining with it, and it's doing a tremendous amount of good in the world.
You know, that power of one again becomes the power of many, because we stand together with our shoulder against that wheel, you know, making it turn.
I mean, if you look at it, aren't we blessed to be Rotarians? And through that, shouldn't we be utilizing every opportunity we can to make this world a better place?
Wow, Cindy, that was really touching. And you know, we know a lot of those people.
Yes.
You see Jean Clark in there, and you know she's been the driving force behind doing this. She touches us. We get it.
And you know, it's okay to get a little emotional about these things, because this is so powerful and so important. And I really hope that the people who just sat through watching that video clip are inspired now to give.
Absolutely. And you know, some of the people in there I've known very well. Harding Dahlhair touched this community many times,
oh,
right?
yes, yes.
And he has led the foundation drive in Lexington for years and years, just totally dedicated to it. When he gets up front, you know he's going to be talking about great things. And Joe Bark, another guy who's longtime Rotarian, such great people talking about that. And you know what? They talk about, well, I mean, these places around the world. So just a little moment here. I have been to the Philippines and built habitat houses in Rotaryville. And I can tell you, it was a moving experience. I actually stayed the night. We were building habitat houses, but some people already lived in those houses in the same little Rotaryville neighborhood. And so several of them evacuated their houses for the night. And so I lived in a Rotary house overnight. And then guess what I did? The next day, I went to a Rotary meeting in the Philippines.
Wow.
And the speaker was the head of finance for the entire country. That's pretty cool.
That's powerful, yeah.
So it is amazing the things that Rotary touches, the opportunities, the doors it opens for all of us to meet people that need our help. So that family who gave up their house for us for a night, it was really amazing to talk to them and get to know them. And I've done that in Ghana and other places. It's just amazing.
What a great experience.
Rotary's doing great things. So, hey, let's keep this money in. But, you know, it's kind of cool, too. Here are just some facts about it. This money we give, 60 cents will inoculate a child for polio. 60 cents, that's all it takes. So if you give $100, you can donate 140 children. Now, the good thing is we're fighting this fight, but, you know, every time a new child comes along, in some of these countries, two places, Afghanistan and Pakistan, those are the places where we know there's still polio. But other places, we're on the watch for it all the time because we are going to beat that thing.
Oh,
That's
yes.
how big a deal it is, okay? But also, $50 can provide a clean water to help eliminate waterborne illnesses, which, you know, water is such a huge problem all around the world. And then $500 can launch an anti-bullying campaign.
It's amazing the different scope here, how wide it is.
All the different kind of cool things, you know, Rotary's doing. It's great.
Wonderful things that Rotary does. And speaking of wonderful things and wonderful people, the Pikeville Rotary Club has honorary members. They are Governor Paul and Judy Patton, again, dear friends of mine who I love dearly. They are donating right now. So thank you for that. We appreciate it. It doesn't hurt to call people out. We're just going to keep calling out names. You all keep donating. We're at 33.5. We got to hit 40 before we leave here. We got to do that.
I just have to say another word here. Paul Patton.
Yeah.
I am such a fan.
He's a great guy.
In the 90s, I went to him and said, can we build a bunch of habitat houses in Pikeville?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I don't know why not. I think we ought to do it. We had to start a habitat organization, and then we had to get President Carter. And
Yes.
so we did that
I
together.
remember that.
And we launched that thing and built 50 houses in a week.
Yeah, and Habitat's still big here now, but thanks to Governor Patton for helping.
And Rotary in Lexington's helped build houses. A lot of places around the state, they've helped build houses. So anyway.
When we talk
all right.
about the people who help, it's those corporate sponsors who really helped get us up to a high level in these donations. So thank you again to Community Trust Bank. Thank you so much for being a corporate sponsor. To Appalachian Regional Healthcare, we appreciate you. And to Fort Bank. Thank you so much, our corporate sponsors. Now, we're going to take just a moment here. We're going to see another quick clip about Rotary Foundation. But when we come back, I hope we have a new total for you, and I hope it's a good one. So you get in there and donate, okay?
All right, so one more quick update on polio, because that is a really big focus for Rotary.
Sure.
So you know what? Since 1985, more than 2.5 billion children have been vaccinated, polio vaccinations. That's a lot. In the last 6 years, 2 of the main 3 strains, so you hear about COVID strains, well, there's strains of polio too.
Right.
We have totally eliminated 2 of the 3 strains, so we're down to 1 now. Right now, there are only 103 cases that we know of in the world. You know, that's getting to be, you can grab those,
amazing.
you know.
Yeah.
They're kind of hard to get to because they're in Afghanistan and Pakistan.
Mm-hmm.
But we know where they are. We're working on that. We make progress every week. And we're closing in on that. Pretty soon, we'll be able to say, we did it. It's gone.
It's
pretty
incredible.
Cool.
Listen, while you're talking, okay, more things are happening here.
Good.
I just got the Mercy Pulaski Club. They just donated another $2,100 tonight.
Woo!
Tonight, okay, that
All
just
right.
happened. And collected from the Somerset Pulaski watch. Hold on, they're doing a watch party. Oh, that is their $2,100. Now, that's in addition to $2,500 they raised prior to this evening. Terry Pugh's Club, you rock. Thank you for that. This is incredible. They like to be called the little club that could.
I love that. And I used to live in Somerset, so it makes me really proud.
They're
That
good
is
people.
great.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
good
so
work.
happy. Well, we are going to hear a little bit about the Rotary Foundation. Okay, first we've got that coming up. We're going to get to the polio We Are This Close in just a moment. So stay tuned and keep donating.
Rotary has never backed away from the hardest challenges because we're committed to a better, more equitable world. This year is no exception. Staying away from people and places we love in order to keep them safe. And despite the challenges, your generosity continued. Your donations provided more than $7 million to fund coronavirus relief projects in communities worldwide. And thanks to you, citizens of Kigali, Rwanda have their first public library. Women in rural Costa Rica are enriching their communities through social entrepreneurship. At-risk kids in Puerto Rico have an artistic outlet to heal their emotional traumas. Rotary and its partners have reduced 99.9% of polio cases worldwide. Thanks to you, the Rotary Foundation raised $408 million last year. So together, we can keep doing good in the world. Donors who take action help create lasting change. Our work isn't possible without you.
That was a great clip about the foundation, but you started talking about polio because it is so important, Lyle. That has been one of the most amazing things that Rotary has ever done. And, you know, as far as I know, it is the only organization that has pulled together like this for this many years to literally eradicate a disease in the Western world. And we're so close to eradicating it everywhere.
And I have to give a little shout out to our friends, Bill and Melinda Gates.
Yes.
Because we got it rolling, but they thought it was pretty cool, so they've thrown in several hundred million.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And that's what it takes, you know, so all that kind of makes a difference. And we should just invite them into Pikeville.
I don't know why they're not here now.
I don't know what, yeah. Did you call them and did you send a notice about
They
it?
didn't return my call.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see where we are on polio.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close of wanting to to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
This close. That's how close we are.
You
I mean,
bet.
you can feel that, right?
That's nothing.
And we
can
could
handle it.
close it up. You could just close that gap by donating. That's what we need you to do. Our time is getting a little sparse here, okay? We're going to run out of time, and we want to hit $40,000. Now, the only way that's going to happen is if you click the button and donate. Please donate.
There you go. Let's keep it rolling. And one of the very important roles of the Rotary Foundation is international service projects. So through funding global grants, the Heart to Heart is a big one, which focuses on the needs in Mexico. While Rotary, not every Rotary club participates in that, a lot of them do. Many clubs create partnerships in order to participate in global grants. So you can start something and Rotary will help fund it. So you can do projects away from home. That's part of the Heart to Heart program. And we're going to hear a little bit of that to now. So it's working together to make it happen. Let's hear a little more.
Once again, that was a great clip that certainly shows you why it's so important to donate. And we're getting ready to do another update, and I feel like things are starting to pick up, and I'm glad. Listen, all you clubs out there that are having watch parties, maybe your club's already donated, maybe you've already donated, do it again. You can. And again, it could be a very small amount. It's only 60 cents for one polio inoculation, right?
Yeah. So let's keep it rolling in. We are at 35.6.
Woohoo!
Is that right? 35.6.
35.6. That's fantastic. You know
let's-
what? We're this close to
I know.
40,000.
Listen, let's keep it rolling.
We want to get to 40,000. And if we do, and then break over just a little, I think I might have to dance in celebration.
I'm ready.
I love to dance.
That sounds great.
And you know who else loves to dance? A good friend of both of ours, right?
Bet. Yeah.
Hunter Lyle.
Nice last name.
It is. It's a great
And what a
last name.
terrific guy he is.
Yeah.
He has a dance studio in Lexington that's been around for years, and he helps the Lexington Rotary with their Dancing with the Stars, which is a terrific
You raise a
event.
lot of money
Oh, yeah,
on
we
that.
raise a lot of money at that thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's because he does such a professional job with it. He's just a great guy.
He really is. So he's going to talk a little bit about that. I mean, we're celebrating because we're raising money. So right now here is Hunter Lyle from Arthur Murray's studio.
Hi, I'm Hunter Lyle, and welcome to the members of the 36 clubs across Rotary District 6740. I hope you're having a great time tonight watching our district's first ever fundraiser. I also hope that you're being inspired by all the great work the Rotary Foundation does, as well as the wonderful projects being implemented by clubs across the district. Because of the generous support from Rotarians like yourself, the Rotary Foundation continues to address the needs in our own backyards through district grants, as well as touching the lives of millions of people living in poverty all around the world. I started with Rotary several years ago when Dancing with Lexington Stars got going. We actually helped kind of co-found that, and it was really a blessing in our lives because we really believed in service above self. And we wanted to reach out to the community and do something good. And we've been very privileged to be able to raise really over $1 million with that one fundraiser, literally. And if you're watching this tonight and you're thinking, what can I do? You can donate. You can give some money to a great cause that will have much of an impact on so many people that you never see, but you'll get to touch by just that one donation. So don't be shy. Again, I'm Hunter Lyle from Arthur Murray Dance Studio. We've been teaching dancing for a long time in Lexington, over 20 years. And our motto was, we change lives through dancing one step at a time. And now is your chance to change a life. So don't wait, do it now, donate now, and help someone, that really needs it.
Please welcome Larry and Katia.
Tell me, when will you be mine? Tell me quando, quando, quando we can share a love divine. Please don't make me wait again. When will you say yes to me?
When will you say yes to me?
Tell me quando, quando, quando.
Tell me quando, quando, quando.
You mean happiness to me.
You mean happiness to me.
Oh my love, please tell me when.
Tell me, when will you be mine? Tell me quando, quando, quando we can share love divine.
All right, how about it? We've had a great...
We've jumped.
We've done a nice jump here. Good work. Thank you so much for your big donations. We are at...
38.2.
Oh my gosh.
Wow,
So
people,
couple
thank
of calls
you.
came in during this, 38.2.
Thank
How
you.
about that?
This is wonderful. And
So this is good. We're within reach here, right? We've got a few more minutes, but We can pull it off. Let's go.
Listen, we can't leave. I'm not leaving. I'm staying here. It's like a sit-in until we get to 40,000. We're at 38,200. It's just so close.
Just a little $18.
I mean, come on. Y'all can do this.
$1,800.
All you people at these watch parties, you've been eating and drinking. You know what? This man drove hours and hours to get here. He had to stop and do a fast food drive-through burger for lunch, and he didn't want to, but that's what he did to get here to help us do this. And I say you need to honor that by making a donation on his behalf.
My buddies don't know that I woke up today in French Lick.
See?
So 4.5 hours, but
Absolutely.
Hey, it was worth it. This has been a blast. We're making good progress. I think we've got one more video to share, don't we?
I don't
like
know.
That coming up?
I don't know. At this point, I'm not willing to break away. I say we stay right here until we get that last $1,800.
Well, Rotary has done so many good things. I know there are people out there that are thinking about this, and we could sure use the help.
Absolutely.
This is going to come back to our clubs in our community. It's going to make a difference for people in our community. You know, what's a few thousand here, a few thousand there? Let's get this thing done.
Well,
and,
you know, we said earlier, we've really got until June 30th, right?
Right.
We want those donations before June 30th so they count towards the year. But you and I want them here tonight before we leave.
Absolutely.
It's only $1,800 more.
I know.
Got anybody you want to call out personally? Now, I don't know. We've had a couple of things that we're just not sure on. For example, we know that Pikeville's honorary Rotarians, the Pattons, are donating, but I don't know if their number is included here. So we may already be at that 40,000 mark. We just don't know for sure. But why don't we go ahead and try to get there? Let's put in that extra money, please. Because again, it will not only help people all over the world. I do have those people who say, you got to help in your own backyard first. Rotary does.
Absolutely. We're working in our own backyards all the time.
Yes.
Planning each year to do better things and more things. So.
And it's just so close that we can't let you go until we get that extra money. I'll tell you what I'm going to suggest, and I know this is going to throw everybody for the loop, or for a loop. Can we get one of our videos played again out of order if I pull one up? Can we? I can. I love this. I'm going rogue, okay? I'm going rogue because what I really want to see is that polio clip again. We are this close because that's how close we are to hitting our goal tonight. We can do it. We're going to do it. I threw him for a loop. We're going to play the polio clip again. This has got to move you to donate. We only need $1,800, people. Do it.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close of uncertainty to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease.
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Okay, we're back. And
sometimes it works to appeal.
I mean, listen, I said I wasn't going to leave.
Say your prayers and somebody will call in.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we just got an $1,800 donation. We have hit that $40,000 goal. This is fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the wonderful people who have donated. I do want to once again thank the Satch Divas. They're great people. They've played a big, big role in Rotary for a long time. So thank you to them. Thank you to you, Lyle, for being here.
This has been so much fun. What are you doing next week?
Oh, let's do it again. We'll come back. Why not?
It's been great fun. Thank you so much for letting me join you. It's really been a delight.
It has.
And I think we've done some good work here.
We have. And I'm going to remind you, just because we go off, you can still donate. The link is there.
Rotarians. Is it the truth?
Jump in there.
Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? You bet it will be. This will be beneficial to all concerned. We've met the four-way test, and we met our goal.
And we met our goal. It's been a great night. Thanks to everyone for making it happen. We wish you the best, and long live Rotary. Good night.
Amen.
Supporting your community is a selfless act, a commitment that reaches near and far. Giving to the Rotary Foundation has an impact you may never see, but people and communities flourish because of your gift. They thank you. We thank you.